So you hold your creation in your hands, a photo, a video, a piece of art, and you wonder, is this good enough? Will people like it? You know that tiny voice that creeps in, the one that says, what if they don't? What if they criticize it? In fact, what if they don't care about it at all? But here's the question that you really need to ask yourself. Does this bring me joy? Does it move me? Because before anyone else sees it, you're the first audience. You're the first critic. You're the first to experience the meaning of what you've just made. You see, creating content for yourself first isn't selfish. It's the most freeing thing that you can do. So let's talk about why. First, let's talk about the joy of creating for yourself. Why do you create? Is it to get likes? Is it to get approval? Is it to get applause? Or is it because there's something inside you that needs to be expressed? Something only you can bring into the world. You see, when you create for yourself, you shift the focus. It's no longer about pleasing anyone else. It's about pleasing you. It's about finding joy in the process, the way the light hits the lens, the way the edit starts to tell a story, the way your vision starts coming to life. The truth is, not everything you create has to be shared. Some creations are just for you. A moment of peace, a burst of joy, a small triumph over the fear maybe of starting. Those moments, they're sacred. Hold on to them, celebrate them. And if you choose to share what you've made, do it because it matters to you first, not because you think it has to matter to someone else. Now let's talk about sharing your work and facing the fear. Because let's be real, sharing your work can feel terrifying, right? When you put your creation out into the world, it feels like you're sharing a piece of yourself, doesn't it? What if they don't like it though? What if they judge it? Or worse, what if they judge you? Here's the thing. Not everyone will like what you create, and that's okay. Some people are going to criticize. Some may even scroll past without a second thought. But what about the ones who see your work and they feel something? What about the ones who are inspired, moved, or even encouraged to create something of their own because you chose to share yours? You see, when you let go of the need for everyone's approval, you gain something far greater. Freedom. The freedom to say, this is mine. It means something to me. And that's enough. Now let's talk about moving beyond people pleasing, because we must. If you've ever been a people pleaser, you know how exhausting it is, right? You bend, you shrink, you twist yourself into knots just to avoid disappointing others. But when it comes to your creativity, this isn't sustainable. To create meaningful work, you have to stop worrying about what others want and start focusing on what you want to say, what matters to you, what brings you joy, what sparks your soul. When you create from that place, your work has authenticity, it has heart. And even if it doesn't resonate with everyone, it will resonate with the people it's meant to reach. The freedom lies right there in creating something meaningful to you and sharing it, not for validation, but because you believe it's worth sharing. Now let's talk about the value of your creation. Think about what you've just made, the photo that you just took, the video that you just edited, the idea that you brought to life. It's not just a thing. It's your time. It's your effort. It's your vision. It's your soul poured out into something tangible. Even if no one sees its value, it has value because you made it. The process matters. The meaning behind it matters. You matter. And when you share your work, you're saying, this is who I am. This is what I see. This is what moves me. And that's brave. That's powerful. So here's the challenge. Create something just for you. Find peace in the process. Find joy in the journey. And if you decide to share it, do it because it's meaningful to you. Let go of the fear of failure. criticism, or rejection. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how others react. It's about how you feel when you look at your creation and you say, this is mine. It means something to me. That's where the freedom is. That's where the joy is. And that's why we create. When you create for yourself first, you reconnect with the joy that sparked your passion, the thrill of making something simply because it matters to you. And in those moments, there's no audience to please. There's no metrics to chase, just you, your tools, and the freedom to explore your vision. Creating for yourself allows you to take risks, make mistakes, and uncover ideas that wouldn't exist if you were trying to meet someone else's expectations. When your work reflects your truest self, it becomes more than content. It becomes art, rich with meaning and purpose. And when you create from joy, it spills over into everything else, inspiring others not because you tried to, but because you simply created.